As Poe hands it off, Cole New catching off this tackle as he goes back a yard. 16 rushes, 54 yards. It's a 3rd and 9 now. Henry Virgin to get in there. As it's a 3rd and 9. Let's see what the Natives can do on a 3rd and 9. 2 passes. Will they go for an air attack? Current Poe tries to screen. Oh, it's hit. Didn't see the defender from behind. And it's a 4th and 9 now as Cole New gets reception for 0 yards. Henry Virgin there again. As he was going to, if he got around Virgin, he probably could have got some more yards. But he couldn't do it, and it's a 4th and 9 now for the Natives. As the punt team comes on and the kick is away, it will return at the 25. Jukes him, tries to spin out a tackle, but goes down at the 33. And it's 24 yards per return right now. As we can see the Bats again, as the defense does help again, but the Bats so far haven't done much. 20 seconds left to go on 3rd quarter. As the Bats really need some points right now. The defense has been keeping Natives off the scoreboard for the moment, but the Bats need points. As Jameson to throw, throwing deep. Oh, he airs it out too much for Jackson. If he threw it a little more better, Jackson could have had that one to the end zone, but it's too far. 2nd and 10. That would have been a big play there for the Bats. You don't see that much on their season. But there was a big play for Jack Knott earlier in the game. 2nd and 10 now, though, for the Bats. As it's a fake handoff, Jamerson has Joey Adams actually in the game, but he doesn't use Joey Adams that play. But that's fine. 46. They get to the other side as the 3rd quarter will run out, and Alan Rax gets his 5th reception. 62 yards now for Rax on the game. But 3rd quarter does run out as we'll bring it into the 4th quarter. The Seattle Natives, 24. And the Charlotte Bats, 9. As there's been a pretty interesting game here in Charlotte. But as most of us predicted, the Natives are in the lead at the moment and are hoping to get the win and be an undefeated team still, going halfway point through the season. As it's 1st and 10 here for the Bats. Jared McKay to get the tackle, the middle linebacker. But not the middle linebacker. I think that's left outside linebacker. But it's a pass on 1st and 10 to, I think that's Adams, but I'm not for sure. Gets 5 yards on the play. No, it's Adrian Ontis, my bad. 3 receptions, 26 yards for Ontis. Stephen Hernandez to get the tackle. 9:33 and running on the clock in the 4th. 42 seconds and 42 yards left to go for the end zone for the Bats. Jameson throwing, caught up the big hit put on Ontis as he hits his 4th reception for 39. But he holds on to the ball. That's very big. Stephen Hernandez gets the big hit. The 92 overall middle linebacker. 1st and 10 now for the Bats. Jameson throwing, caught up. He shakes off the tackle. Wow. Gary Weed. But goes back 2 yards. Don't know why they're doing this. It's so dumb. It's unbelievably stupid. But Stephen Hernandez takes the tackle in the end. That was nice by Gary Weed to get off the tackle, but I still hate him. He's like the most used second or 3rd string halfback, and he's just terrible. So that's something I might try to have to fix in the depth chart. But in the depth chart, he is the 3rd string. 2nd and 12 now. Jamerson throws it to Weed. So Weed sheds off the tackle and gets to the 28. So they're still using him, even on the checkdowns when they don't need checkdowns right now. They need touchdowns. 8:11 left to go in the fourth at the 28 of the Natives. Almost into the red zone, but they need a big play here on 3rd down to get into the red zone for a 1st down. We'll see what they do on 3rd down. Jamerson in the pocket to run out time, throwing. Adrian Onsis can't get anywhere. Gets 5 yards on the play. 4th and 5 now, so they're going to need to go for this one. 5 receptions for Ontis now in the game. Pretty sure it's Hernandez to get the tackle. As it is a 4th and 5 now for the Bats as the field goal unit. Okay, yep, the game's over. This field goal team is on, and the field goal is up, and it is good, as they pretty much give their chance of winning this game a goodbye. As they need still 2 touchdowns, so I don't know what the field goal is going to do for them. It's not going to do them any favors. But 7 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the fourth. As the Natives have pretty much got this one in the bag. They just can't screw up any big plays. Just keep running with Cole New and they'll probably be fine. Get him 2 yards on the day. He deserves it for his MVP race. The Natives doing some nice work on the kick return up to the 35. 25 yards per return for Dallas Crawford. So he was twist and turn through the defenders. Kurt Poe, 19 for 24, 183, 3 touchdowns and an interception. They have 7 minutes and 14 seconds to melt away on the clock. As it had to take some illness burning for them to even try to do that, but that would be almost impossible. Especially, the most they'd get down to is 2 minute warning, I think. Kurt Poe actually going to be throwing on 1st down. There's a flag on the play. As it's holding on the offense. Lawrence Thomas, the right guard. So the play will not count. It will be 1st and 20, as that's a big penalty on the Natives. It's going to be a little harder to get 20 yards in 3 plays if they're just going to be rushing. But who knows? They just used Kurt Poe on that play and be able to use him again. A little over 7 minutes left to go in the fourth. Kurt Poe throwing. It's a little check down. It's not complete. You need time running off, not incompletions. 180 yards passing for the Seattle Natives. 2nd and 20 now. As we'll see what they do. 6:58 left in the fourth. Kurt Poe throwing as there's a heavy blitz. Almost intercepted for the 2nd time of the day. That would not have been good. That would have been more than he's had in the whole season. As they're going to need a big play to keep the drive going on 3rd down and 20. As Kurt Poe missed the last 2 completions. It's going to be a big play here from the Natives. Kurt Poe launching downfield. No, but there's a flag on the play. To no one, but there's a flag. Pass interference on the defense. Greg Hardwood. Maybe that's why there's no receiver there. There's defense pass interference. But that's a big mistake by the Bats, as it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Natives at the 50. As they get a lot of yards on that play for the defense pass interference call. .6:51 left in the fourth and third. That's 7-second runoff in that play. And now it's running now with Cole Neal. He gets 2 yards on the play. 17 rushes, 56 yards. As it hasn't been a big day for Cole Neal, as he was hoping for. Andrew Ashes, the 3rd string DTD at the tackle. As then we have 2nd and 8 for the Natives. Carpo throwing. 2nd and 8, he hits it up to the 34. 20 for 27 for his pass completions. 5 receptions and 52 yards for Timothy Morgan. William Fats gets the tackle. As they're finding a way to get open receivers every play. It's been a good game for the Natives so far. Now it's Carpo throwing. Hits Sheldon Romero for 3 yards. 2nd and 7. They're just trying to throw this game away. Well, not throw the game, like throw the football. It meant like I was trying to say they were trying to lose. But Sheldon Romero gets the catch on that one. It's now 2nd and 7 at the 31. 5:32 and running on the 4th quarter as they've been running down a little over 2 minutes now, I think. Natives. Carpo throwing again. Wide open receiver up to the 6. As that's Sheldon Romero, I believe. Yes, Sheldon Romero. 9 receptions, 83 yards. He's had a pretty big day. As he couldn't get a little more energy boost to get to the end zone. But he makes a big play, and now it's 1st and goal for the Natives. I know, it's such a good team they are. Maybe just, try to run the ball on the first 2 plays, and then try to pass. I was going to say kneel, but then I'm like, nah, that's dumb. It's a fake handoff. Carpo throwing, actually. And Sheldon Romero, 3rd reception of the day. 3rd touchdown reception of the day for Sheldon Romero. As he's had himself a ball game. As 3 of the 4 touchdown passes from Carpo went to Sheldon Romero. As he's found himself as a red zone threat today. As I'm pretty sure he tied his touchdown receptions of the season this game. Before this game, he had... Oh, that's the earthquake. Before this game, he had 3 touchdown passes, 3 touchdown receptions. Now he has 6. So, yes, he has tied his season so far in touchdown passes today. Touchdown receptions, my gosh. 4:46 for the Bats to do anything at all. Well, they already said they were going to lose by doing that field goal attempt. But their choice. I thought they could have had a chance, but nope. Especially not after that drive, they don't have even the smallest bit of a chance. 4 minutes, 46 seconds left in the 4th. As the kickoff from the Natives will be away now. As this is a game most people could have expected. Few Charlotte fans thought that the Bats could do something, but nothing here today. As it will turn out. So here comes out Jamerson. As he's had a decent day today, not the best. The stats show he's been decent, just the gameplay hasn't been the best. Not able to convert, that's just the team's fault in general. That's not Jamerson's fault completely. But a big load's got to be on him. As now we have a 1st and 10 now for the Bats. 4:46 left in the 4th. Jameson running out of time, gets hit as he throws. Oh, a little spin move off of the defender. Can you even grab him from out of bounds? Isn't that kind of a flag? 2nd and 4 now, though, for the Bats. There's 4:39 left to go in the 4th as Jackson gets the catch for his 2nd reception of the day. Very small numbers for Jackson. He was home for a really big game today. Jameson, airing it out, that was not necessary for how small of a play it was. 3rd and 4 now, it's another 3rd down for the Bats. They seriously need to get a first down if they want any shot of doing this game. Jameson on 34. Knowing he's defeated at this point. But he's going to try something. Rolling out a little bit. But he's going to air it out. Oh my gosh, it's out of bounds. As 4th and 4 now for Jamerson. It's been a disappointing day for him. Had a wide open receiver down deep. But he went out of bounds with it. Oh my gosh. They're going to go for it on 4th and 4. Who cares? But Jamerson on 4th down. Throwing. Oh, it's intercepted. His 4th interception thrown of the season. Paris Mast to get the interception. As that is his first interception of the season. Only one person's got interception before Peter Mast, and that was Peter Morris. Paris Mast gets his first interception on the season. As that was a pretty good low-down catch for Paris Mast. As the one thing I was going to say that Tress Jameson did better than Kurt Poe was not throwing an interception, but he did now, so Kurt Poe obviously dominated in this game now, obviously after that interception, but so I can't even say really anything good now about Josh Jamerson because they both threw an interception. 4:26 left in the 4th as they're going to try to probably melt away the clock. But that's natives. They still probably throw. Colin Yu now gets a first down and a chunk of it more. 18 rushes, 70 yards. He's really hoping to get over that 100-yard mark, and maybe this drive could be it. Just keep using him, and he might get you far. Voice needs water, so not going to get any, but wipe draw this game. But some nice downhill running by you. First and 10 now. 3:45 left in the 4th. They're throwing with Kurt Poe. Poe running out of time. He's going to take off with it. Gets a first down. As you don't see Kurt Poe take off much, but he can for sure. 1 rush, 11 yards for Kurt Poe. It's not a single game. It says he has a rushing touchdown or over 50-yard rushing game. So he's not the most dangerous ground threat, but he definitely can be if he wants to. And then we have a first and 10. With 23 yards left to go for another touchdown. 2:57 left on the clock as they're running down to the brim. The shot clock. Oh, Colin Yu breaks it off. Oh, 10, 5, touchdown. The Seattle Natives get another touchdown. This time it's rushing. Colin Yu just broke a tackle and he was off to the races. As that definitely puts this game out of reach. As you see, he broke the tackle and he was off. Holding the ball tight, but he wasn't even going for speed that play. He was just going for hanging onto the ball. Breaks the tackle, then the defense can't catch him. And the Natives get a touchdown there. As Colin Yu maybe has some better stats now to keep him in the MVP race high. You keep him maybe keeping up, maybe catching. Just maybe catching up with Taylor Little. PAT unit is on and it's up and it is good. 3 plays, 48 yards, 1 minute, 36 seconds on that drive. Maybe not burning off the clock, but touchdown certainly works. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the final quarter. As it's not much of a reason to call timeouts if the Natives get back anyway. Just try a couple plays for next week for the Bats. As they're probably going to go to 1-5 and the Natives probably going to go to 6-0. Jameson warming up though. Not warming up, getting ready for this next drive. I guess he's called that warming up in the next drive. As this game's taking quite a bit longer than normal primetime game. As the kick is off now. Here in Seattle. No, here in Charlotte. My bad. 2:50 left in the fourth quarter as the Bats have another chance. Jamerson, 18 for 33, 189 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 reception. Maybe you get those yards up to 200 and then you get a couple more points for your troubles for the MVP race, but you're not even near that. If you're Josh Jamerson right now, not even near the MVP race. If you're a quarterback and you don't lead your team in like any kind, well, actually I can't say that, but there's just a couple quarterbacks that do that. Kurt Poe and Sean Richardson, so my bad. First 10 now. Jamerson throws it downfield. That's a pretty good catch. Up to the 46. Is this Jack Knott again? She's been pretty good catching those deep balls for Jamerson. Don't know what matchup he has, but it's been good for him. As he gets the big catch again on the game. It's another 1st and 10. At the 2:32 left to go in the game. 46 at the 46. Not much you can do right now if you're Charlotte. Just get some points for pride, possibly. Jamerson with the ball, throwing, caught. 9 yards in the game. 20 for 35 for the pass completion percentages for Josh Jamerson. As Stephen Hernandez gets another tackle in the game. As now we've hit the 2-minute warning. As Seattle dominated this game. In the early stages, it looked like Charlotte had a chance, but haven't showed anything really. Signs of life in the second half besides a field goal. As with the 45 now, as it's a rush for Gary Weed. 8 rushes, 35 yards for him. He's just not a good back. As Doug Dunn gets a tackle finally on the game. First time I'm pronouncing his name today. Well, actually second, because I talked about him and Joey Adams running. But Joey Adams has only got like 2 carries. 1:39 left in the game. Got the 42 yards left to go for a touchdown. Jamerson throwing to a little check down. 41. As the clock keeps running. Might as well just keep running it now, to be honest. 4 receptions, 63 yards for Jack Knott. 2nd and 8. No huddle as they're hurrying now. I don't know what the point is, but they maybe just want a touchdown for pride. Jamerson throwing. Oh, hit instead of trying to go up for the interception as well. He just laid the law on the Bats receiver. Now we have a 3rd and 8 for Charlotte. I kind of just wanted to catch it so the clock can keep running. I want them to get the first down here. And plus, I'd like to see him get another touchdown. Jamerson throwing. Oh, almost picked off again. But it'll be a 4th and 8 here. They might just go for it. Who knows? Might as well at this point. Tyler Jackson they were looking for, but Bruce Goodman wasn't letting that one happen. As it's 4th and 8 now. For the Bats, as they're going to punt this one for some odd reason. It's punted down at the 7. Maybe they're trying to get another safety. Who knows? As they got a safety as their first punt of the game. If you didn't see that play. This here comes back out the Natives offense. We'll see what they do now. Will they play it safe, which they might, or will they? They're an unpredictable offense. They might use even Kermit Poe. Who knows? They could just probably kneel it out because I don't even know if Bats would call timeout. But they don't look like they're not in the kneel formation because they're gonna run this one. I think that's Jordan Campbell. No, it's going you. 20 rushes, 94 yards, 1 touchdown. He just needs 6 more yards to have a 100-yard game, and that's what every back wants every game. Then you're pretty much solid. If you get that in the season every game, 1,200 yards, not bad. 2nd and 9, 20 seconds left to go. It's probably going to be the final game of the play of the game. Hopefully they use Cole New. I kind of want him to get 100 yards, but not really because Taylor Little. Oh, he gets around the side. He goes out of bounds. Why? 20 rushes, 96 yards. He could have easily had 100 yards right there, but and done the game. That would have been the game. But he goes out of bounds for some odd reason. He doesn't even fall, he just goes out of bounds. But it's a 3rd and 7 now. As we'll see what they do on 3rd down. Cole New had his chance, just don't even give it to him. But they are going to give it to him on the final play. As he shakes off a tackle, breaks another one. He gets 101 yards, 22 rushes, 101 yards, and a touchdown for Cole New. And that's pretty respectable. As the game ends here in Charlotte, as they can't take on the undefeated Natives, they stay undefeated. As the Natives are now 6-0, and the Charlotte Bats are 1-5. As the East is still up for grabs. But that's the game here in Seattle. In Charlotte. As the Seattle Natives are still undefeated. As now we're halfway through the season. The season is half done and half more to go to the postseason. 232 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. As Curran Powell is your player of the game. As your final score is Charlotte Bats 12, Seattle Natives 38. But I'll see you guys in Week 7 podcast before Week 7. As we'll see MVP race, playoff picture, and standings, and not standings, my power rankings, tops, and a lot more. But for now, I'm your commentator, Josh Hexel, and you've been watching the JSFL. Goodbye.